So hey guys, I'm just going to do a quick recipe just to use up this packet of bacon, because in a few days it will be running out of date, and I already have a packet of bacon in the freezer. My freezer is absolutely filled up, so there's no space for it. So I might as well use this packet of bacon up that I need to be used up. How many times can I say up, guys? Can you count? If you know how many times, you get a prize. Lol. So I've just cut up some red onions. I've cut them up really tiny. This quantity is about 2 red onions. So guys, I've just added the onions to the pot, and I've put it on a sort of in between low to medium heat. Please don't put it too high as not to burn the onions, as they are small, so they can get easily burnt. So just please be careful not to do that. Yeah, keep it on a relatively low heat, but obviously not too low, because you still want them to cook. The next, I've literally just got the whole pack of bacon. There are 14 rashers in this pack, and I'm going to literally cut it. Yes, baby. I'm literally going to cut it along like this, and we're going to cut it all the way through to the end, of course. So all the bacon cut up should look like this, and what you want to do next is break it up slightly and put it into the pot. Next, you want to add these 3 seasonings, which is Italian herb seasoning, some all-purpose seasoning, or I'm just using the Swartz, however you say this brand's version of it. It has the ingredients, these ingredients, as you can see. But yeah, and then you want to add some garlic granules if you haven't got any fresh garlic or garlic paste to hand. After you add your seasonings, just mix them together. And guys, of course, you may hear my baby girl in the background. She is a baby, so she will make noises. Obviously, it's just darn cute, obviously, but yeah. So mix that around and turn the heat up to sort of a medium heat. Let that cook for a bit. Next, get some cheese. I'm using extra mature cheddar and red Leicester cheese. I'm using both of them. They're half a packet because I already used half both the packets for something else. So there's about 200 grams of this cheese and 200 grams of this cheese, and I'm just going to grate it all now. Take the bacon and onion, lovely mixture, out of the pot and just put it in a separate bowl to the side. So it needs to be sort of medium cooked, not underdone, not overdone, not too soft and not too crispy. Or just do it how you like it, but this is how I would like mine. All of my cheese is now grated onto a plate, and I'm ready now to make my cheese sauce. Guys, I'm heating up some oat milk, and I've added a little bit of plain flour just to thicken it up. You can use obviously normal cow's milk, but I try to avoid cow's milk, so I'm just using oat milk. It will work perfectly well the same. I haven't washed the pan out because there's no point. All the flavours will just be in there and needs to be in there. Just whisk that a little bit, and it is heating up nicely. So now I'm going to add a cheese sauce mix. I bought this one from Aldi, so this one's very reasonable price. But you can get obviously other brands, and yeah, so but I'm just going to use this one and add this to the sauce. As you can see, the granules are now added to the sauce. That's the cheese sauce mix granules, that is, and I'm ready to start whisking. So grab your whisk and start whisking. As you can see, it's starting to thicken up nicely. If you do think it's too thick, add a little bit more milk, which I have done, just to thin up the sauce a little bit. Keep on whisking because you do not want any lumps. You do not want any lumps. So next, add the cheese and start whisking that in as well. I have kept some cheese back because if you add too much, you can't take away. But if you add too little, you can always add. And we could always... Yes, Papa, baby girl. You can always add some cheese on the top. Once it's done cooking, you can always add some cheese on the top if you would like when you are serving up. Next, I'm going to add back the bacon and onion mixture. I've taken it off the heat just a little bit, just because it was getting... Yes, darling. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Just because it was getting a little bit thick. So, yeah, I'm just taking it off the heat. I'm going to put it back on the heat in 1 second. Just going to mix this together.